The following program may contain strong language and mature content. Viewer discretion is advised. Good evening, good evening, you guys. Thank you so much for joining. Today is our first episode of Pyro Power Hour Reality Edition. I am so excited. We are joined, I'm here, I'm Kwame, I'm the host and moderator, and joined by the handsome, the melanin proficient, the king himself, Kyrie Sinaj. What's up, bro?
Hey, what's going on? Good evening.
Yes. Good evening, you guys. Let me get some music up in here while we jamming out for you guys, so we can make sure. Oh, there we go. Pick that song. All right, you guys. So much to talk about, so much to do, so much going on. So we want to just get right on into it. But we have a special guest today. Kyrie, go ahead and introduce this special guest for me, and I'm gonna go get my ring light while you do that.
Okay. Tonight's special guest is a really, really good friend of mine. You've all seen her before. Her name is Miss Lisa. Hails from St. Pete, Florida. Reality TV. I mean, connoisseur. Well, she knows everything about reality TV.
Yes.
So
yes,
she is here. She is ready to talk. Let's give it up for Miss Lisa.
Yeah.
Have you ever felt?
Are you listening? Damn.
Hey, Miss Lisa.
Hello.
Hey, how are you?
I'm great. Thanks for having me.
Yes, thanks for coming back. We appreciate you.
Thank you.
Hey, Dr. Holt. Thanks for joining.
Hey, Dr.
LLE, how are you, boo?
Hello.
Yes, guys, don't forget to like, share, and subscribe. I know you guys are not used to us being in the evening, but Tuesdays are going to be our reality recaps and reality trash talk. So we got a lot to talk about and we have a lot to do in an hour. We're going to try to keep it in an hour because we have to get up early in the morning to go back in here and do Power Hour again. So we're going to go ahead and get that done. So before we get into everything, don't forget to like, share, and subscribe. Bring your cousins, your loved ones. Call the Tide Squad, the Kai Club, the Miss Lisaites, all the people, okay? Everybody dotted, okay? So you're going to be seeing a lot of transitions and different things happening within Pyro Power Hour within the next month or so. And it's because we're going to be transitioning and adding some new stuff and enhancing our features. So because it's reality TV, we have the whole glitching TV screen thing going on and the theme going on here. So thank you so much for joining. But we want to also thank the people that makes all of this look the way it does. Pyromedia Productions, the number one production company for you. Go ahead and hit them up. Go to www.pyromediaproductions.com and you can get websites done. You can get all of the jazz, social media management, anything you need for that involves audio and video production. Vigio, I was going to say Vigio, but go ahead and hit them up. And don't forget to check out our sister radio station, Bullet in Flight Radio, the number one progressive Christian radio station in the world. Your story, our station. And if you are listening on Bullet in Flight Radio, we want to thank you for checking us out. We appreciate you. We love you. All right. Here we go. Let's get into the quick drop, you guys. We're going to talk real quickly about some things that's going on. So, Kyrie, would you like to tell everybody what's going on with Nene Leakes?
Okay. So, Nene Leakes, as you all know, Greg has gone along with us. Nene found romance in, oh God, I forgot this man's name, in him. And
so his name is Nayon Nishil. I can't pronounce it.
We'll call him. He's just him.
Yeah, we'll call him Mr. Chocolate.
him,
Yeah.
the fine man in the picture that you see there. Nene is 55. Is she 55?
I don't know. Yeah, he is 55. Yep.
55, and he's 60. So they are engaged. Yes.
Yay! Congrats, Nene.
Now,
Hey, Ray Bishop.
Now the T is.
Not Ray Bishop saying he's the rebound guy. You so rude. And yes, Ray, we are doing an evening Pyro Power Hour only on Tuesdays because we're doing reality recap and it's not enough time to do it in our morning show. So Tuesdays will be our reality TV edition. Go ahead. I'm sorry.
So the T is his wife, or soon to be ex-wife, sued Nene for $100,000.
Calling me.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, they sued her for $100,000 because she said that they started messing around while they were still married. And that is illegal in the state of Georgia.
Yes, so Tamay Soa.
She's from South Carolina, no?
I think so, yeah. So Tamay Soa sued Nene for $100,000 in 2022 for alienation of affection, also known as the homewrecker lawsuit. Alienation of affection is recognized in multiple states, including North Carolina, Mississippi, and South Dakota, but not in Georgia where Nene resides. Quote, alienation of affection lawsuits are usually filed against third-party lovers, but anyone that interfered with a marriage can be named as a defendant, such as parents, in-laws, clergy members, and even therapists who recommended divorce to a deserting spouse. I did not know that.
That's good. I didn't know that either.
Damn!
Well, if that ever happens, I'm telling you all, ask Fantasia who was her lawyer because he got her off.
Right.
When it happened to her.
Wow, I didn't know that.
So when it happened to her, ask who her lawyer is.
Nene doesn't bother. She doesn't.
You don't remember that Kwame, her son's father? He was married. He worked at T-Mobile manager.
I'm too busy listening to Fantasia's music to be listening to the drama go around her, honey.
Okay, I love it.
LLE says, is Nene messing with somebody's house?
Keep your legs closed to married men, Nene.
Oh my God.
Well, Fantasia baby daddy is fine and more fine.
He is.
She found him at a T-Mobile, didn't she?
Yeah, he's a T-Mobile manager.
He got that chiclet smile.
Yeah.
Look at that. Ooh.
Well, this brother right here. Now, this brother right here is nice looking.
Isn't that him?
Took him to the same dentist that she took.
Is that not him? I thought that was him.
Yeah, that's me. Yeah, that's him.
Okay, yeah. Mm-hmm,
Big Daddy.
Big Daddy. They do look cute together. All right, let me go ahead and hold on one second. This music right here is giving me, it's too early or too late in the evening. There we go. Let's do some night driving. Let's do lo-fi, a little chill music. Okay, praise God. All right, here we go. So the next story up is Love After Lockup situation going on here.
My favorite.
Listen, okay. I'm still on the last episode of the latest season. I have not watched it. I am blaming. Hold on one second. You're
blaming.
I am blaming him. Okay, I am blaming
Kyrie.
Kyrie told me to, and you both. I think you both told me to watch it.
Yeah, we did. We have good taste in reality.
I blame both of you.
Right.
I was hooked. I was hooked after episode 2.
At the one episode.
People who love after lockup, love during lockup.
I love.
People love drama.
I'm not sure if I know. I did love the drama.
Yes, he is, Dr. Hope.
He's from Liberia. It's organic drama. It's organic.
Child, it was too
It's a mess.
much.
I mean, now, when we review that show, I got a list. But it's something.
Yes. Okay, so let's go ahead. This, for those who don't know, who have not watched Love and Lockup, this is a couple, Monique, and it's actually probably my favorite couple on there. Monique and Derek. Derek were together, and it's a whole long story. If you don't, this show is for people who are watching reality TV, so we're not going to go into the whole backstory of it. You should already know. If you don't, just bear with us. All right, so they were on.
Go watch it and come back.
Go watch it and come back, and you don't have to watch the whole, like, all 4,000 seasons. Just watch the latest season, which is season 4. Anywho, so Monique and Derek are together, and so they were on Carlos King. And so Carlos King asked some really interesting questions. I have not seen it. Miss Lisa and Kyrie told me about what's going on, so this is my first time watching it. So let's just see what they say and what's going on. Here we go.
when you think about the fact that you did put your life on hold for this man, did you expect that this would be your reality, knowing that, okay, maybe one woman I can forget and maybe forgive that? Was it the cheating, Monique, or was it the amount of women that he cheated on you with?
I think it was the amount of women, because I already forgave him for, the one instance when he first got out,
Mm-hmm.
I wasn't in denial about him just getting out, us being in a long distance relationship. I already knew it was a possibility of him being unfaithful, but it was just like for you to just keep, not one time, but with multiple women, several times, it's just kind of like, dang, like, you could have handled it.
You suck. Okay, I'm sorry.
Oh, I can't. Oh God.
It's more.
He is so not sorry. He is so not
sorry. It was
sorry.
because I got tempted. It was tempted. It was temptation. Then she said the long distance,
Oh wait, is this
10
out of
times?
order?
I was just using
10
it.
times?
I was making excuses for it. Like, oh, you ain't here, you ain't doing this for me, and I was just finding that I was just needed that sex. Like I just like that. It was like sex. It was just simple sex. It wasn't no emotional connection. It was just sex. Just using them for sex.
Was this woman a fan of the show?
Of course.
No, not that I know of.
How did you meet her?
Through a friend.
Oh, girl.
One of your homeboys?
You know what? I ain't gonna do that, but through a friend. I ain't gonna say that. I ain't gonna.
You ain't gonna snitch.
Yeah, I ain't doing all that.
Okay.
But,
Better, if you didn't want to be in a relationship, if you just wanted us to put it on pause for a minute, communication is everything, and I felt like we had a good, I felt like we had good communication.
No, you had.
Derek, when was the last time you cheated on Monique?
It's been a minute. So I got my sobriety stripes and my faithful stripes.
What's a minute, Derek? The people want to know.
We do.
So we thinking probably like a month and a half.
No, you fucking lying. I know you lying.
The show was being recorded.
Hold up. Pause.
Yeah.
Pause. Wait a minute. You cheated and you're still with her, girl?
Yeah. It's heartbreaking, really. You know what I mean? And here's the thing. I don't think Derek is that hot, to be quite honest. I mean, he's a good-looking, okay-looking guy.
Yeah.
But Monique is an attractive woman, and she can certainly find a guy that's into her look and love all of her, but not accept this type of abuse. It's just hard. It's hard to watch sometimes.
Right, but that's what I hate.
Right.
A lot of people keep saying that he's cheating because of her size, and I'm like,
I don't think that's the case.
but I'm like, men cheat. I don't get. Look at Jay-Z and Beyonce. He cheated on Beyonce. So
I think I'm not saying he's cheating because of her size. He was going to cheat anyway.
No, right. That's what I'm saying.
He's not into her.
Dr. Holt
He's
said
not.
something really interesting. He said, "Girl, he was locked up. What the f did you expect, girl?"
Well, that's
and that,
true.
I mean, that's valid. I mean, he's been in for however long. What, he was in 10 years, I believe.
Something like that.
Something like that.
10
Yeah,
years.
he was in lockup for a very long time. So of course, that's going to be something that we're going to look at, or he's going to look at and say, "Oh my God, I have been in this type of situation for, surrounded by gays, all that stuff or whatever." Okay, but girl,
for me, it's too many red flags, and
it's way too
Monique
many.
keeps ignoring them, and it comes back to A, the distance.
Yep.
B, I don't think he's into her. He's into her money.
Yep.
And she knows that, and that's what she used to try to, keep that connection.
But
with
I
him.
do believe he feels some type of sense of loyalty because she's the only woman that stood by him.
So?
And he explained, that's what he said to his father. Did you?
Well, yeah, I heard him say that. He said that to Carlos too, right? But I think that's what you're supposed to say when you're using someone.
Aha!
And I think that he is. And I mean, and it's not because of her size, because again, you got plus size women who are winning. So this is not a negative on Monique.
Right.
It's getting in touch or around or attracting the guys that's truly into you where you don't have to come in buying Gucci and Burberry, and he buys you a fucking candle.
Girl,
You know what I'm saying? Like, I
He
can't.
did.
You know, I just can't. And being a girl's girl, like, you want women to win. You want women to feel love, and anyone to feel loved. And I just think that it's a transaction.
Yeah,
It's transactional between the both of them.
Yeah.
but I mean, and honestly, I feel like that from what I saw, I feel like that's the case with all of them.
I agree.
Ray Bishop wants to know: is this the same Miss Lisa from the chat?
No.
My chat.
No. This is my Miss Lisa. Well, this is my Miss Lisa.
I'm your Miss Lisa.
So I mean, what do you guys think about, like, you know, before we go into the reviews of the other shows? What do you guys think, like, I don't understand why Monique is still with him at this
Well,
point.
I understand why she's still with him.
Yeah, I know.
Monique,
now
girl,
it's turned
first of
into a
all,
check.
he might be sleeping with men too. That's trade, girl.
Well,
Yeah,
everyone is saying
That's the whole
that.
everybody
is saying that.
trade.
Yeah.
Everybody
Well,
said because he been
well,
locked
he's
up.
not wrong. I think a lot of people are trade. Can we just be honest about that?
Well,
He's
if we
not
gonna go there, then I need to come down to St. Pete and find.
I've sent you
Cameron.
pictures of many of my cousins who are open to trade.
Yes.
People are open to it. Trust me.
Yeah, but I mean, but Cameron is down there.
And Miss Lisa,
He is.
Yeah, Cameron is down there. He moved from here to there.
Miss Lisa, tell him to call your cousin.
He didn't tell your cousin to go.
Send him a few of the pictures.
Right.
But yeah, but I don't. Well, he could be. If he is Derek, and you see this. Derek is, but he's not Cameron. But he's fine. I think Cameron is hot.
You know, I have some.
Wait, which one is Cameron?
Eris and Cameron. Cameron.
Oh,
and
that
Eris,
one. I remember him.
I
I don't
just
think
moved down to Tampa.
No,
You know, because he has facial tattoos. You don't.
Well, he's a bit
No.
distracting.
He's
Well,
very
you know,
distracting. He's kind of slow for me.
But you
Yeah.
know, Miss
Oh,
Lisa,
yeah,
you know,
he
Miss
is.
Lisa, back in the day, you remember how it was.
And I stand on what I said to you from back in the day. Leave them where they are. Okay? Leave them. Release them back to the streets.
Well, Dr. Holt says, hell yeah, y'all better wake the F up. It's 2023. Keith Reynolds says, which Monique are you talking about? I just arrived. Oh, so we're talking about Monique from Love After Lockup. Yes.
Yeah.
All right, guys. So that was the quick drop. Thanks so much for joining. If you're just tuning in, don't forget to like, share, and subscribe. We are here with Miss Lisa. Thank you so much for joining, Queen. We appreciate you. And we're getting into some reality trash, okay? So, but before we do, we got to talk to this young man who is happens to be Kyrie's husband, or one of them. He is listening to one of our sponsors, Audible. It's an Audible, an Amazon company, and they are offering a free 30-day trial to our Pyromedianetwork. So if you guys are watching from your cell phone and you cannot use the QR code here, I'm going to go ahead and put the link right in the chat right there. Go ahead and get your 30-day free trial and 2 credits if you are a Prime member and 1 credit if you're not, and full access to their podcasts and Audible or wellness guided wellness, Audible originals, all that stuff. It's a full gamut, and you'll get a friendly reminder to know when you can go ahead and stop when the trial's going to end. So don't worry about paying for something you don't want. Dr. O says, one of 1,000 husbands of Kyrie.
That don't know me.
Facts.
One of 1,000. All right, guys. So this is Pyro Power Hour Reality Edition, and we are doing this on Tuesdays only. There's too much reality stuff to talk about on our Monday show, and we don't have that much time, and we already go over as it is. So we are using this time to go over some stuff. So first up, this past Sunday was the Real Housewives of Potomac's Part 3 finale reunion. Ladies,
I hate Giselle's dress. I just hate Giselle's dress.
I'm gonna be honest. I didn't love any of them, to be quite honest.
Well, I actually like Candace's dress. I like Candace and Wendy's dress. I thought was really
I like Ashley's dress.
I think Candace's dress
didn't like
is very
Ashley's
dramatic. Which I can go for that, but I wasn't happy with the selection.
I mean, they was all okay, but I like Ashley's dress the best of everyone.
Yeah, I agree, Ray Bishop. Part 3 was lackluster. We're gonna get into it. So, Let's go. Let's do a whole round table. Miss Lisa, please go first. Ladies first. Queens first.
Okay. So my thoughts on, are we going to go, because I just really want to go to one part, and I don't want to get ahead of anything.
So if you're talking about the part with Candace and Giselle.
Read her for filth, yeah.
Okay, we're going to hold off on that.
Okay.
Yeah. What I want to first off talk about this one. What are your thoughts?
I think she should be a regular cast member. I thought she brought it. I prefer her over Charisse.
Okay.
Charisse to me looks like, she just doesn't belong on the show. I don't care how much money she has. I know Carlos King called her money bags or whatever. Her money's long, but I thought for the 15 minutes that Jacqueline got, she worked.
Okay. What do you think, Kyrie?
I like Jacqueline, and I would rather have Jacqueline than Robin.
Wow.
Oh wow.
Okay.
That's me.
Interesting.
Or they could switch out Jacqueline and Mia.
No, I even though Mia is a liar, I like Mia for the show.
Yeah. Mia, she is literally the epitome of lies.
She just lies all the time. But I like her. She's entertaining. She's
very entertaining.
But
comedic.
Sunday, now was it just me, or did her and her husband give Pat and Gina Neely?
Yes!
I miss you already. Uncle.
Yeah.
And we see how that turned out.
Right.
Can I just say I didn't like that she shared his impotent situation.
Yeah, that was weird.
Yeah, that was
I didn't like that. And I didn't think Jacqueline was even going there, honestly.
Yeah, and I also didn't like the she also did that with her, I think her son in one of the earlier episodes in the season where he was like there was something going on with him. And I was like, why would you do that on national TV? Like your son still has to go to school.
Yeah.
Like there was something
She's
going
inappropriate.
On. Yeah,
she's really inappropriate.
She's trying to hold on to the check, and she doesn't want to get the same speech that Robin got. That Carlos was like, "This is reality TV."
But girl, you could have navigated that. You already lied, girl. You might as well say, "Well, I got purple."
Right.
I don't like. I don't understand.
Right.
Well, okay.
Yeah.
True.
I mean, you didn't have to do all that. Like,
but I like Jacqueline.
She overshares.
Yeah.
I like Jacqueline too. I don't agree with you guys when it comes to her replacing Charisse. I do find it very interesting. I just
you like Charisse,
right?
What is there to like about Charisse?
I don't like Charisse actually. I think Charisse is a horrible human being.
Okay.
But I just think that I really do. I think Charisse really.
She is horrible.
She is so horrible, but she is such good TV.
She is not.
She is.
Yes, what does she bring?
She is such a better villain than Mia is. I feel
no.
She's a better bone carrier
with
it.
it. She's
a charade. She's a charade.
No, but she's not even good as charade. I just thought she was grasping for anything. First of all, I didn't believe any of it, and I do believe that Karen and Ray are not getting it on, and Karen is certainly getting it on with other people.
Absolutely.
I do believe that.
I don't believe Karen.
I love Karen.
Oh,
I just thought Charisse.
Are you a Ladon?
Charisse was just. I am.
I know that's right.
Yeah.
But
I just thought she was just saying anything.
I don't believe Karen is doing it with anyone else. Well, Charisse said on the reunion that she did fabricate some things.
All of it.
She admitted it.
Yeah.
Dr. Holt,
Karen's too classy. She's too classy to get it on in somebody.
Dr. Holt says, I have to get back to these shows next season. I gave up on these girls. Yeah, and you know what? Honestly, Dr. Holt, let's be real all the way deal, okay?
Yeah.
This season of Real Housewives of Potomac
was so mentally draining. It was so mentally draining. And it wasn't fun to watch. I didn't know what was real or what was fabricated or what was just, I think they need to shake it up. I really honestly do. They need to shake it up.
Well, then bring Jacqueline back. Bring Jacqueline.
Yeah, I do think that Jacqueline would be a really good cat. Now, let me tell you something. For me, this was a person that was a standout for me. This person right here. Oh, wrong one. This person right here, this queen, she held it down with class. She got everybody together. She was the moral compass of that. She could have been a damn moderator for all. I mean,
I
agree. But I was with Wendy. I have stood by Wendy. But when she didn't support Candace in that moment, when she read,
what do you mean?
in the moment after when Candace went there, we're not gonna.
Let's just get to it. Let's just talk about it.
I was disappointed. I couldn't deal.
But I disagree with that.
I agree with you, Kyrie.
Here's my thing.
Uh-huh.
Colorism, first of all, let me just say this. Mm-hmm. My opinion is the colorism conversation shouldn't have been on the backs of Candace or Wendy. Yeah. Because in my opinion, it's a very layered thing. Yes. And it's a thing that if you're not a part of our community, yes. which is very different from the caste system with, Indians or every other minority group that has this situation with, light versus dark, right?
Right.
But in my opinion, it's such a very layered topic that to say that someone is being treated or someone who is of lighter skin may be treated differently or may feel that they're better is just really scratching the surface. Yeah. I think the issue really lies with the production because Giselle can come to work and do the bare minimum. She has not had a storyline for the last 4 years. Let's just be clear. It's been maneuvering conversations and outing everyone in their stuff, and it's not fair. But she's allowed to do it. She's an EP. Isn't she EP? Well, yeah, she's an EP, right? And she's sitting next to Andy every year and gives nothing. But you can tell that the other ladies are terrified. That's why she can be a victim. And in that moment with Candace, and when Candace called her out, even though I didn't like the energy, the tone in which she did it, what she said was factual. And you had Mia, who completely misrepresented what she said because she didn't say she was a white woman. She didn't compare. She said her proximity to being, to whiteness, right. And it's true. She didn't say she was white passing.
Mia should not have even engaged in that conversation. Girl, shut up. Nobody was talking to you.
Her and Ashley. Right, I agree. I completely agree. Yeah. But I just felt like even if you didn't agree with what Candace was saying, in that moment was the exact. It was an example of what colorism is, right? Like, to me, in that moment, Giselle got to be the victim. She didn't even have to defend herself. Those women jumped in and defended her.
But they would never do that if it was Candace or Wendy. And they
would never do that. They would never do it if it was a darker skinned woman.
What frustrates me is that, like, because I am also, obviously lighter skin, right? And so, but I understand my privilege when it comes to being lighter skin, right? Mm-hmm. At the same time, when someone goes and says, hey, this is hurting me or this is affecting me in my life, this is what's going on, and they bring up something, as when Giselle and Robin and Ashley and Mia don't see as Black women that's one of the major issues that we have as a culture when white people will sit there and look at us and say, well, I don't see what the problem is, and don't acknowledge at least the pain or the feelings of what's going on. They did the same thing to them. And that frustrates me because at the end of the day, you didn't acknowledge that the fact that Candace was feeling that way. You didn't acknowledge that Wendy was feeling that way. Hell, let's go over to Basketball Wives. They didn't acknowledge what OG was feeling either.
Well, okay. So I was and here's where my my stuff, I guess, comes out. So with Basketball Wives, I was like in agreement with the ladies because I felt that it wasn't because she was dark skinned. I just thought she was hella unattractive. I thought she was unattractive.
Hold on one second. I'm so sorry. LLE, thank you so much for that cash app. I appreciate it. Thank you so much. It's gonna go right back into Power Hour. We appreciate you.
Well, thank you. Was that you, LaGreta? Thank you.
Yeah, that's LLE.
Thank you so much.
Right. And I forget her name. What was her name again for Basketball Wives?
OG.
OG.
Olga.
Okay.
Yeah. Olga.
Right. And Kyrie would tell you because we were watching this. And I ended up in an Instagram conversation with some people who then told me that I was a colorist, which, by the way, I am not. Come on. But then when I defended that I wasn't a colorist, right? And then I was called a featurist. And then I'm like, how am I a featurist? I mean, can we just go back to some people? OG is just not what I call attractive. And so we got into this whole thing. Well, why do you think she's not attractive? I just don't think she's attractive, right? It has nothing to do with her being dark skinned. It doesn't have anything to do with her having, negroid features. I sit here, a whole dark skinned woman in front of you, like that's not it. But I can have an opinion of, old girl is just not attractive, and it just be that.
Alex, you've been color struck before.
Nice. Right, Ray. That's what I'm saying. Like, and so if you disagree, they have an ism for everything. And so with OG, I didn't think it was really that because they've had other dark-skinned girls on there and it wasn't that, right? Yeah. But I thought with OG, she just was hard to look at. I'm just going to say it.
I so disagree. I disagree.
I know you would. I know you would.
When it comes to OG, I disagree about that. But as far as Candace and Giselle, Candace was very much on point. I think Giselle felt like the victim as she got called a gutter snipe B, which is kind of
very
hard.
Appropriate. No, it wasn't harsh. It was accurate.
It was accurate.
It was accurate.
It was so
accurate. But the way she did it,
the energy. Okay, so that's the thing, right? So here it is. If she yelled, let's go back to when Monique Samuels was on the show, right? And when Monique's husband, what was his name? I forget. But he's
Chris.
A big guy, right? Chris. When Chris stood up, do you remember how Giselle was like, she went in complete white woman mode, like, oh my God, he's standing up. What is he gonna do?
Right.
He's gonna,
are you gonna hit me?
And she plays into it. Yeah, she plays into it. She does. And no, I don't believe Giselle isn't white passing, but she has a proximity to whiteness, the blonde hair, the green eyes and all of that. And she plays into it.
I think Giselle is just a mean girl. I think Robin is her sidekick.
She is. Yeah. She is a mean girl. She is.
I think Robin is just her sidekick.
So let me say this because I do want to wrap it up with this because I want to spend as much time as we can on the Queen of R&B.
Oh yes, we got to.
But let me tell you something about this one over here. I don't dislike Giselle. I do think that she uses her privilege to as privilege. It's a privilege, right? And so
yeah.
Like let's be real about it. But I don't. What I have a problem with is that, and I agree with you, Kyrie. I do think that she's a mean girl. My issue is that two things can be true at the same time. Mm-hmm. I did disagree with what Candace said to Giselle, but I also understood where Wendy was coming from. I did not think that Wendy didn't have her Candace's back.
Yeah, what Ray Bishop said is what I told Ms. Lisa Sunday when it happened.
So Ray Bishop says, I think Wendy wanted to make sure Candace understood that she could be called out for her statement to Giselle. Candace eloquently doubled down, though. Yes, and I
completely agree. I completely agree with that.
And I agree because I think in Wendy telling her, hey sis, this is what's going on. That was her having Candace's back, because at the end of the day,
I can go for that. I can go for that.
Because at the end
wait a minute. Oh, when I said it Sunday.
Well, no.
But
when you said it Sunday, I was completely raw in the emotion of it. Right?
But that right there, Miss Lisa, is what I'm talking about. Like that, the raw and emotion of it. That's where Candace is still growing in, because although she is valid for her feelings, she is valid for everything that is that she's saying and what she's doing and how she's feeling. How she's handling it on a public platform, because as she rises, she has to change and she has to adjust.
I totally agree.
Mother was talking about this. Mother Thais was talking about this this morning on the Thais report, and also just really mentioning it the past couple of days. I've been doing the rewatch when I'm getting ready, and Thais was talking about how as you attain certain next levels and you go to new levels, new devils, right? You have to adjust how you navigate certain things, right? And so that's what I tell my clients. As you continue to grow and you navigate and you learn how to operate on social media, you learn how to do certain things. You have to navigate differently. You have to move in a certain way. So, and especially in the direction that you want to go, right? And so to me, two things can be true at the same time. Candace could have been extremely valid in what she said, and we could agree that was the case and the way it needs to be. And two, Wendy was absolutely right in what she was saying too, because I do think that Candace does have to be careful, especially as she goes.
Yeah.
She has to be careful how she navigates. So
and I want to say that. Okay, go on.
Mm-hmm.
Go on.
No, go ahead.
I'm sorry. No, I want to say this about Candace. I think with Nene creating this void, in Black reality TV, right? For her one-liners and reading people, Candace is definitely a runner-up. I mean, I still give that to Kenya. To me, Kenya is the villain. She delivers with class. She knows how to ignore and not engage and things like that.
Yeah.
And I think we've seen, especially this season, like early on in the season, Candace truly disengaged in things that would normally trigger her. And I think if she's given the opportunity to come back, she will grow and she will become, in my opinion, one of the best housewives, because she really can deliver.
Who?
Wait a minute.
What?
I am like, how is Candace a colorist? I didn't get that.
Who's a colorist?
I am like, she said Candace was wrong. You can't lead a conversation on colorism and then be a colorist. How is she a colorist?
She can't be a colorist.
Hold on, guys. Hold on one second. Hey, I am like, how you doing, boo? I just wanted to, you just come in because we just talked about this. we just had a conversation on it, and so to me, like, I don't feel like a darker skinned person can be a colorist, because, and this is just my personal opinion. This has nothing to do with pyromedia. My opinions are my own, but I don't think that a darker skinned person can be a colorist, and here's why. Can't. It's the same way that people say that Black people can be racist. It doesn't make any sense. Right. So I don't agree with that. I don't think that Candace was wrong. I think, like I said earlier, two truths can be or two things can be true at the same time. Where Candace was valid in her feelings and how she navigated it, and Wendy, how she also kind of not counteracted, but also kind of went in to kind of navigate how Candace was. I think
understood, really.
Yeah, understood, and also smoothing out the narrative, because I think that people could have taken what Candace said, had Wendy not jump into the wrong direction. We would still be talking about it in a different kind of conversation right now. You know what I'm saying? But because Wendy jumped in and said, "Hey, I know what you mean, girl. I see what you're saying, but let's take," and then Candace was able to calm down, because I think Wendy was like, "Hey, girl,
don't do this.
Girl, don't go there." You know what I'm saying?
Right.
I am light says I am dark skinned, and it is very possible. Okay, well,
Okay.
All right. That's fine, girl. We're gonna move on.
Yeah.
Well, I love the House of Potomac. I love y'all. I don't like Robin, and I don't like Robin, and I don't like Giselle. But the rest of y'all love y'all.
I like Robin. I like Giselle too.
You like Robin?
I do.
Okay.
Ray Bishop says, I understood how she could be a colorist. Some dark-skinned people tend to look at lighter-skinned people with disdain off top and treat them as such. Quote, they think they're all that, end quote, type of energy. Okay.
That's a judgment. I think that's more of a judgment.
Yeah, I feel like that's more of a prejudice as opposed to a colorist type situation. But I hear you. That's fine. Cool. Yeah. We all have different opinions. Like, I agreed that Will Smith slapped the shit out of Chris Rock. Some people don't.
Like me.
Right. And some people, like Kyrie thinks that the Chris Rock's performance for the Selectively Outraged was phenomenal. I don't. So,
I do.
You see, this is why Miss Lisa's here. You get me, girl.
Yeah. I've been fighting all day.
He's pandering. He's pandering to a whole different audience now.
Hello.
How is he pandering?
This
reality.
Listen, we have to draw a line in the sand with this, right? Like, his audience was mostly white, and when you're doing anti-Black anything in front of an audience like that, it's not cool, Kyrie. I don't care.
I can't say what I want to say because we're going into SWV. But I would never say this. All you people that keep saying that he did this in front of white people, you all show y'all Black asses out every motherfucking day on social media.
We do not. We do not.
Yes, maybe not you, but the vast majority of people who talking that shit about Chris Rock, y'all showing for the social media. Your social media is not limited to Black people. Stop it.
sir.
Okay, let's go.
His messaging, it was wrong.
Okay, but it's fine. You know, you have your moment. You know what I'm saying? You have your cake and your lavender dress, girl. You be your lavender.
Yeah. But here's the crack up though. Y'all want to sit up here and talk about victim? Oh my God, he talked about Jada. But
Okay,
then you cheated on. But then you cheated on.
It's not even about that. It's so much deeper.
Not too much of this, girl. Not too much of this, girl.
But you cheered on a black man being humiliated on TV because he got slapped. That was
no one cheered
he
it
is
on.
still a black man.
No one cheered it on.
I didn't cheer it on.
Look at his comment
No one cheered that on.
Thais just jumped in. Will Smith slapped the snot bubbles out of Chris.
He did.
He did. That's not him making fun of it. It's factual.
Okay,
anyway, let's get on SWV and those girls.
But before we do that, let's go ahead and take a quick commercial break so Kyrie can breathe, girl, because he ain't gonna be doing too much of that. We'll be right back, guys. Stay tuned. And don't forget to like, share, by popular demand. Thank you guys so much for tuning in. This is the reality TV edition of Pyro Power Hour, only on Tuesdays, every Tuesday at 6 p.m. And we're back. Are you good, Kyrie? You feeling?
I'm well. Yes.
You look ravishing, brother. You look ravishing. Skincare on fleek.
Yes. Praise the Lord.
Love it.
Praise
Praise the Lord.
I love you, bro. All right, so while we are here, we want to go ahead and thank one of our sponsors, The Coldest Water. The Coldest Water is offering our audience, Pyromedianetwork, Thai Squad, Kai Club, the Miss Lee-sides, and everybody Lottie-Dottie an offer for their 10% off on any online purchase that you have or that they have on there. So you can go ahead and use this QR code. And I don't know what's going on with Alexa or Siri, girl.
I know.
But go ahead and use this QR code. And if you cannot use this QR code, go ahead and use this link that is going right in the comment section. And if you're listening on Bullet and Flight Radio, go ahead and hit up pyromedianetwork.com and you can get the links right over there. All right. Dr. Holt says, I always think sex liquor.
Because he wants some vodka.
Child. Okay. Well, it's the time. It's not early in the morning. It's an evening show. So go ahead and get that vodka, get the cocktails together. And while you're at it, go ahead and let us know what you're drinking in the comments. We appreciate you for joining and let us know. Keep sharing, keep liking, and keep subscribing. All right, let's get on into the review of the day. We're going to talk about the queens of R&B. And I want to let you guys know right now that if you have not watched it yet, it is a spoiler alert. So go ahead and either plug your ears. Go ahead and you can come back and watch the replay and all that jazz. So go ahead, Miss Lisa, tell us how you felt about it. Ladies first.
Well, I'm here for SWV.
All day.
And
all day.
The girls from Georgia, whatever. But I thought it was a solid first episode. I had some issues like with the sisters. I think there's something more than just the money. The mention that the mom felt that, she felt that the mom had a better relationship with her sister. It's a lot going on there. But I really was more interested in SWV, and I just felt like we didn't get enough of them this episode. And I'll leave it there.
Well, I think we will. Excuse me. Now, as far as SWV proved that they are the more mature group. They have matured, and I told Coco, I said, you all need to do something like teach a class or something on how you all brought it back, because every other girl group has disbanded. Well, Brown have all new members. But when you have a member of a group to say out loud, I will never work with Nicole Gilbert again. That's terrible. You know, and then these girls right here, Xscape really don't have an issue. Tasha has an issue with herself, and Tamika has an issue with Tasha, which it is their mother's fault. And Tamika, if you're watching this, I hate to be the bearer of bad news, but Mama, your mama don't like you. Now she loves you, but she don't like you. Yeah. And that's a hard pill for a lot of people to swallow, that their parents don't like them.
And we see this happen all the time, don't we?
Exactly. But that woman does not like Tamika, and that's a part of the problem. But Tamika got a problem too. Anytime you tell your best friend to whoop your sister's ass, your sibling's ass, that's a problem.
That's dysfunction.
But speaking of the money, here's my thing.
I believe it.
I don't believe Tasha took that money.
Oh. Now, I believe Rocky took that money. And I believe Tasha does what Rocky tell her to do.
But I don't believe Tasha did. But now, do I think their mama got some of that money? Absolutely.
What you said, went to the church? What you said, mother. Thais says, baby, the scene with Tasha and Tamika was straight out of The Woman of Bruce.
Yes!
I love it.
It was. Oh my
Gordon
God.
Newman said, I saw that too. That mama can't stand Tamika.
She do not like her daughter.
She don't like her.
The rain said, shade to the girls from Georgia.
The girls from Georgia.
Mama, but see, their mama got too much to, in my opinion,
hey, Bobo.
to do with them. Because if you all watched the other Xscape reality show back in 2017, you all remember they showed the clip when their mama and Tamika and Natasha went to church with their mama, and the pastor stood up and said, "We want to thank Sister Gloria and her daughters for the donation of $20,000."
And they looked at each other like, "What?
Right. Well, look, my mama would have been embarrassed that day. Because I'd have been like, unless David Copperfield about to come out here and say abracadabra, it ain't happening.
Thais says, I agree with Kyrie about the mama.
Can I just say, I think the mom is being taken care of by Tasha, right? So you think there's got to be a closeness. Tasha's doing a lot for her mom.
But here's what I think. Nobody has said this, but if you look at them, Tasha look like their mama. I think Tamika must look like their daddy that left them. That's probably why she don't like that girl. I'm guessing. Because Tasha and Tamika don't look alike. Look at them.
They don't.
Right. But Tasha look like Miss Mama G.
But what reeked throughout this episode was the low self-esteem that Tasha has, and no
That's
one
why
can help her.
Herself.
Yeah. She has, and I think her husband has exploited that, right?
Yes.
I don't trust him, and him, putting her up and making her feel like she's the Beyonce of Xscape. First of all, full stop. Let's not do that.
I'm sorry.
She's not.
I'm sorry.
She's not.
I need to address
Let's
that.
stop it.
So when I heard that. I was mortally offended. And I felt like we are now in a world, of delusion and illusion. And I felt like, not today, Satan. Not today, Satan. Exactly. Not today, ankles. Because what we won't do.
I think she ought to call her that.
Tasha's boy.
I think that's why she ought to call her that. Because of Tasha's attitude.
We have told Tasha.
You know what, Kyrie?
And more importantly,
hold on, Miss Lisa. You know what, Kyrie? You constantly defend Tusha. Okay, everywhere we go, you are the first one to defend Tusha. You doing it on Tickety Talk? Okay, you're doing it on here, and I'm not here for it. This girl,
Kwame,
where's she at?
Pull her up.
Her ass has caused problems in the entire first episode.
And she knows she needs to pay her mortgage. How else is it going to get paid?
Tasha is my Libran sister.
Okay. I don't care. I don't care. First of all, she is the reason why. And just like Tamika said, you're going to be broke again. Again, you're going to be broke, right? But let's talk. We have shown Tasha, we've shown her that we don't want her as a lead singer because we haven't supported any of her projects.
Hold on, right?
Any of them.
She may be the Bonnie of the Pointer Sisters, but not Beyonce. Not Tusha, okay? That's what we not gonna do.
Not the body of the.
No, that's right.
The body of the.
The body of the Pointer Sisters, honey. Let's not go. Not a Beyonce, honey, girl.
No, Beyonce. So we're like, how the hell I get in this? Like,
I think Tamika only said that because of her attitude. I don't think she was comparing the vocals.
You just got excuses.
Well, we know she shouldn't be comparing her to anyone vocally.
Well, wait, no. Natasha can sing.
The atrocity is that the atrocity.
No, that's
that is
fine
the song
and
she
dandy,
did with
honey.
Trick Daddy.
I don't like.
A mess.
I don't like the new song. I don't like the new song.
But
we don't either.
This is my problem.
We're not buying it.
Hold on, y'all. Okay, let me say this piece.
I'm going to support it.
That's fine. Support it, girl. You'll be the only one in the line. You'll be the only one in the line. I'm tired of her.
Right.
She getting on my damn nerve. Let me explain.
But you just said she has a self-esteem issue, and that's the battle she has with herself. She still sees the big girl.
Whose problem is that?
That's not our problem. That's not our problem.
That ain't got
She
nothing
in
to
front
do
of a
with the person
therapist.
being
That's
shot,
not our
honey.
problem.
What happened to compassion?
I haven't, but I'm not going to buy your failing. Listen, her voice is not that for me. Her voice has never been that for me. It has never been that for me. Her voice is horrible.
No, it's not horrible.
It's almost like she throws every trick. Like, let me do a run. Let me do a gazillion runs. It's like, girl, no. And can I just say, she doesn't look good when she sings.
Everybody can't be Coco.
I'm not going to.
You're right about that.
I'm not going to. That's damn right. We agree about that one, Kyrie.
Yeah.
Everybody cannot be Coco from SWV.
To be clear.
Very clear.
Yeah.
All right.
I'm just saying. Well, yeah, Tasha's in her own lane.
Tasha's in her way. She's one of these people. She's the Kaya of R&B. That's
oh
what
God, no.
She's the Kaya of R&B. Yes, she is.
Absolutely.
She's in her own way.
I like this, Lisa, honey.
She's self-destructive. She is in her own way, and her inability to get it together to make money is just astounding.
Let me say because y'all had your points, and Kyrie, you went on a long tangent about Miss Tusha. Okay,
for no reason.
Let me explain how I feel about the situation.
Please, Kwame.
So, okay, first and foremost, stellar. These girls. Oh wait, it's not up on here. These girls, stellar. They were standout. I am Team SWV, and I like Candy. I like Candy. I really do, and I even like.
I do like Candy. She's the saving grace for Xscape, in my opinion.
The other half, the left half of this group.
Listen, okay, can we do this? Pennywise, aka Tiny, can go. Tamika, I don't relate. I don't relate to Tasha. I mean, I just don't. Candy's it for me, and Candy is doing this.
Well, hold on. Vocally, she's not it, but I'm really.
She's not. No, vocally, she's not.
But that's not what we're talking about here. If it was just on vocals, we already know because they already had. I know y'all not calling me when I'm in the middle of a damn.
I was in now. Candy is sick. Candy is sick with a pen, but Candy makes me sick with her vocals.
Okay, that's personal.
Okay, listen. I don't know.
Hold on. Let me explain something to y'all. What I experienced this Sunday after watching, or nothing, yesterday when I watched this. What frustrates me is at the end of the black ass day, we are talking about a situation where we are like, okay, we're about to get ready to go on tour, right? And so this is an opportunity for us to make money, collaborate, because everybody was liking
and pay your back due mortgage, right?
That part, whatever. Yeah, but at the end of the day, this is an opportunity for you to make money because Tusha, at the end of the day, this is one of the issues that I had with Tusha throughout the entire thing. She was so entitled. She was acting like she walked into that meeting and making it seem like if I'm not a part of it, then we're not going to do it at all. Y'all went on a tour without Candy. Trust and believe they can go on a tour without you because people are going to see SWV, girl.
Yes, exactly.
And if you were that badass, girl, you would have been had a solo career. It's 2023.
We have shown you over and over.
It's 2023.
We don't want what you're selling. We
have not seen it.
I like time. Y'all ain't speaking for me.
We don't want it. Well, Kyrie, you're a whole fan of one. You're it. Nobody else wants her music. No one else wants her music. We've shown her that.
I don't mind if she does her music, but don't sit there and go on a television show acting like you all there in a bag of chips can't find no onion dip. That's my situation.
Kwame, the Kaya of R&B.
She's not bad as Kaya. She's not as bad as Kaya.
She is.
I wouldn't call her as bad as Kaya. But I wouldn't call her as bad as Kaya.
Okay.
I was
they
feeling
have
her
a little success. Okay, they have a little success. And then you go, oh, I want a solo career. We showed you back 30 years ago. We don't want you. You come back. You get a little lukewarmness again. They're doing okay. You still come back and go, I want to go solo. We don't want your ass 35 years later. It's over.
Just like Patty and her group LaBelle. Let's be clear. Coco does the heavy lifting, but hey, Lily and
well, Kyrie has heard my thoughts on that, but I love SWV. But yes, Taj and Lily would have been. They would have been background singers.
Yeah, but I think, but that's in my opinion, that's the producer.
I wouldn't have been splitting the check 3 ways with Taj and Lily. I'm just gonna be honest.
But that's the producer because they make Coco do the heavy lifting.
Hey, meet the Whitakers.
No, listen, Coco had to do the heavy lifting for them to be a success. Period.
Okay.
Hold on, Lamar. What are you talking about?
What did Lamar say?
I don't understand, Ray. Oh, he said, I don't understand, Ray. Please reread the comment.
He was talking about very Billy Goat. He's talking about Candy, right? Am I correct, Ray? That's what I got.
Why you mentioned Marvin Sapp? Oh, no, he mentioned Marvin.
Oh.
Just like Pat. Ray, what'd you say about very Billy Goat?
Candy,
Candy,
they all have Billy Goat voices.
Candy, Trey Songz, and Marvin Sapp shakes them.
Their vibrato is crazy.
I don't know Marvin Sapp, but Trey Songz and Candy, yeah. But I guess.
Okay, baby. Thank y'all for coming. Coco's Lee. Thank y'all for coming, Lily and Todd. Y'all cute. Latucia is the Dawn Robinson. You know what?
Now, I'll give you that. I will give you that, Thais. I'll give you that. She the problem.
But attitude.
But I understand. But I just want Tasha to get some kind of therapy, and I want Tasha's mama and husband to back it up a little bit. Back up.
I want her to get all the help
she would get some therapy, Kyrie, if her ass goes on tour and stop messing around and stop BSing with this damn meetings.
I want her to get the therapy, and I want her off my TV. She's not good for TV. In fact, I want to waste
she's
stress
very dramatic.
On all of her teams.
She is. She's dramatic.
No, she's not good for TV. She comes across problematic, Debbie Downer, a negative Nancy. I mean, she's not appealing on TV. She's problematic. And I think
now she's not as bad of a problem as Mia. She's not as big of a problem as Mia because I think Mia's very dangerous, and I think that Mia was really cool this past reunion. But I do not know now that she's gotten more bigger and more clout.
Followers.
I don't know how she's gonna be in the
worse.
Yeah, she is. She's gonna be horrible.
Well, I think really quickly on Bravo though. I think what has happened with the Housewives shows is that they see the formula.
Yeah.
And now they're just starting to come up with, okay, this is how we can control the narrative and not give our real life.
Hey,
Giselle, yeah, exactly.
Well, can I say this about? I will say this about the Queens of R&B. What do you call it? The production. I was very impressed with Bravo's production on the Queens of R&B. It was not because they have this cookie cutter kind of template that they use for the Housewives franchise, and I get it. You want to keep things same, but this was a really nice, fresh.
I thought SWV looked amazing. They really looked great.
They did.
Yeah, I think that they're gonna capitalize. This is gonna probably, if they do this right, and I think Coco. There was a TikTok that I saw yesterday with Coco and the girls saying, "Hey, we don't got these problems, girl. We just try to make this money kind of situation."
Because they want to make money. It's like, girl, we just can't get the money. We go. Like, what?
Yeah, and I think with Coco and them having that type of mentality and focus, they're going to launch. Like, I think they could relaunch their careers in a very positive way.
But I think that's what Lily was trying to tell them, but Tasha
Escape is not going to make it. They're not going to. I mean, right now,
We don't have time. You want to know why? Because this girl over here, she got a damn sexual assault lawsuit, allegedly.
Pennywise, that's what we're gonna call
this
her.
one over here trying to just focusing on damn social media and TikToks or whatever. I don't know what's going on with this girl. This one wants her damn money. She's irrelevant to me.
Well, I ain't mad at her. I want my
problem.
But see, Tamika really wants it, right? And she's willing to show her entire life. But here's the thing. Did you notice how they zeroed in on her Tamika Scott seasoning? Did you see that? When the husband came and he was doing his coffee, and they kept zeroing in on that. I'm like,
I missed that. She had a seasoning. She had seasoning.
We're not gonna buy it. They did it like
wait a minute.
twice.
I mean,
it's like,
I cooked. I might try it out. but we knew it was gonna be dramatic because Mona Scott is the head executive.
Yeah.
So we knew it was gonna be some drama.
So we knew it was gonna be fights.
Listen, can we
that's
stop
what Mona is known for.
But now speaking of fighting, that's why the mama kicked him out because the mama probably went upside Tamika's head.
Hold on, can we do celebrities? If y'all listening, thanks for gracing us with your presence and views. Can y'all start with these seasonings,
please? Unless, of course, you're what's her face? Goodness,
Tabitha Brown.
Oh my God, her seasoning is everything.
That sunshine seasoning is good.
That sunshine
didn't
seasoning.
like it.
He did not. Oh, that's why
I liked it.
I love it. I put that shit on everything.
It's good on salmon. It's good on salmon.
It's good on fish, right? I love it.
Kwame, have you tried it on salmon?
Okay, Kwame, what is the deal with Tabitha?
This shady.
I love Tabitha Brown.
I'm talking about the seasoning. I ain't talking about Tabitha.
It's the hustle, the constant hustling and hawking of different things. Is that it?
Well, I guess.
So, I think Tabitha Brown is wonderful, beautiful gowns. I just, the seasoning, when you say all-purpose seasoning, I feel like it should be all-purpose. You know what I'm saying?
Right, it's not all-purpose.
And it's not all-purpose. It's.
What does it go?
It has a purpose. I just don't think it's all.
What does it go on?
It doesn't go on most meats. I'm not a big fan of it on chicken. I tried it on chicken.
I tried it on salmon.
I only keep it on fish.
Yeah, I tried it on salmon.
I have not tried it on salmon yet. I don't think it goes on steak or any of those other things. Shrimp. I won't put it on steak.
Yeah.
But then don't call it all purpose.
I wouldn't put it on steak. Now somebody else might.
I'm very careful when it comes to Tabitha Brown. I feel like God looks down on her and is like, this is one of my special ones. So I'm not trying to mess with her because look what happened to Wendy.
Wendy Williams.
Look what
I love you, Tabitha Brown. I really do. I really look up to her. I think she's amazing. She's one of the...
Y'all see what Thais wrote?
What?
Oh God!
I bought that mess. It's ground pineapple with a splash of garlic.
Pyromedia does not it's not a part of any that is the views of Thais Jackson of the official Thais support. Pyromedia does not
so out of control.
Does not have any opinion on that.
Oh my God.
Now Tabitha, when you pray, his name is Thais Jackson.
First of all, just Tabitha, don't even watch the video. Okay, just don't. Okay, so what do you think we can look forward to, Kyrie? With because I know you have some inside scoop, and I'm sure you're not going to share it. But what are you hoping will come out of this reunion with SWV and Xscape? A tour? Is that something we can look forward to?
You can look forward to it, but
Thais said, Tabitha, don't scare me. I got families in New Orleans. You better come through with that red brick dust, girl.
All right.
So I have a confession. So the Xscape girls, the Georgia Peaches or whatever, so they came to Tampa. And so I'm like, oh my God, SWV is going to be with them. Let's buy these tickets. There was no SWV. So I didn't go.
Girl, I'd say if you had called me before, I would have told you. If you're going to see Coco and
because I'm not going to go and listen to Candy Yale and do the cackling that comes out of her mouth, and to see Pennywise and all these fake butts everywhere, it's just too much. And
I don't do Laurie's. I don't do Laurie's either.
It's not necessarily.
I do smack your mama. Slap your mama. Slap your mama.
as we wrap up, I do think that I just from the trailers or from the overall season trailer, I do think that it's going to be a really good opportunity for SWV to really recatapult, or catapult their careers again and relaunch their stuff. This would be a great time if they're smart. They need to hustle. You know what I'm saying? Really look at opportunities.
But they're always on the road. They always work.
Well,
this is a great time for
they
them
don't come to Tampa. I've been trying.
They don't come to a lot of different places. I mean, they may be on the road outside of the U.S. because it's cheaper for record labels to do that, to send them outside of the U.S. because people, South Africa, well, look, somebody want to send me to South Africa to sing for 6 figures.
Hey, I know who won't be going. Ooh, Xscape.
Right, I know that's right. They want to escape this country, honey.
They might,
exactly.
But Tasha might be going. Sing it, Tasha.
Tasha will not be going.
She's
not even going to a local church, Kyrie.
She's not.
Kyrie, it's over. It's not happening with her. Okay,
yeah,
she has a gospel project. It's a
Stop
gospel
pushing
project.
the narrative.
You're
the only one buying her stuff.
She had the album release.
So she has a gospel project?
Yeah, she's a Motown gospel.
She's singing at Tiffany Montgomery's church, girl.
She might. Well, she's a Motown gospel.
It's been fun, y'all.
And she had an album release party this past weekend.
Why do you know this?
You know how he knows.
Because I keep up with stuff.
Because he's Tusha's #1 fan. He's the president of
only fan. Only fan.
I am like my sister went.
Kaya of R&B.
Well,
she's not that bad. She's not.
Listen. It's been fun. It's been real. I can't deal with Tusha
It's been
anymore.
great.
Okay, it's getting late. I gotta eat, and then we have another power hour in the morning. But listen, y'all, we are going to be recapping and especially honing in on the Queens of R&B. Thank you guys so much for joining. Mother, thank you for bringing the Thai Squad and locking down the church and bringing them over. We appreciate you. Don't forget to like, share, and subscribe. And Miss Lisa, please come back again. We love you.
Whenever you want me, I'll be here.
Next Tuesday.
Yes,
next
Tuesday, girl.
Next Tuesday.
Yeah, next Tuesday, Annie.
But it will all be here.
Yes. So thank you guys so much for joining. Don't forget to like, share, and subscribe. Like, share, and subscribe. I'm going to continue to say it until it gets through your heads, y'all. Get on in there. But don't forget also to come in tomorrow morning. Kyrie and I will be back. Well, no, I'm sorry. Kyrie, you have an appointment tomorrow. We have a special guest coming in tomorrow. That's right. We'll talk about it later. Yes. Okay, so we have a guest coming in tomorrow. So I will see you guys tomorrow morning at 9 a.m. Pacific Standard Time, right here on Pyro Media Network. We love you guys. Thank you so much for your support.
Love you.
Thank you.
And thank you for rocking with us. We love you. And
I love you all. Thank you. Thank you for giving the cash out. Thank you.
Yes. Love you guys. Have a good evening, y'all. Talk to you in the morning. Oh,
bye.
Bye.